So what's up everybody, it's me, True Star Screamer. And we've got here a kinda rare Marvel Legend review for this channel here. I still pick them up from time to time, believe it or not. I actually have that new Punisher coming in. I've got that Daredevil on pre-order, you know, the Secret Wars one. Hopefully we'll have them on this channel. In fact, if you want to see either of those, let me know in the comments down below. But this is from the Deadpool Wolverine line. This one's been out for a bit, won't lie, it's kind of on the late side on this, but I did see this guy on my Target, and I was like, he looks kind of different. This is our Coyboypool from the Deadpool Wolverine line. And this guy has some neat parts to it, some neat accessories that kind of caught my eye. You know, of course I enjoyed the movie, it wasn't no masterpiece, but I did enjoy the film. And so I figured, what the heck, you know, had a coupon, picked him up, and we figured see what this guy is all about. Also, fun fact, if you check my Instagram, I've made a new backdrop. And so I got a photo of him using the Elric figure, kind of inspired that. I figured the cityscape wasn't the best for all the fantasy characters, so I just thought this would be a little more apropos, as they say. So let me know, give me a thumbs up if you like the new backdrop. Anyway, let's talk about the toy here. Did someone just fall back there? Anyway, on to the toys. So real talk, this figure kind of makes me mad, and not in ways that you think. This is a pretty fun action figure, and as far as an action figure goes, it's a great action figure, especially for the kind of stuff we normally get from Hasbro. And that's the thing. This is so much better than what we normally get from Hasbro on so many levels. I'm not saying this is an amazing figure compared to other things I collect, but for what we normally get for our $27, God, I hate having to say that, for our $27, this is damn good. And it's a crime we don't get the same love to our normal comic book characters. Like, I'm going to say it right now, if Marvel Legends in general got this type of love that this guy, who wasn't even in the movie for like, oh, I don't know, 10 minutes, I think had a speaking line, you know, that type of thing. If they put this kind of attention to their normal comic book figures, the line would still be freaking amazing right here. I mean, all the buttons on the vest here are painted. All the bullet tips are painted. The belt is painted. The spurs on the boots are painted. The pistols are painted. The hand, you got the Deadpool colors on here. That is awesome. The articulation. I love my torso, my ball peg torso. That looks great. He still has the waist swivel if you need it. So we have that going on. He's got the bandana, the texturing on, the normal texturing on here. The hat does not come off. I'm not complaining about that. But he does exactly what you want a Deadpool to do. He's a cowboy, so I'm not complaining too bad about not having butterfly joints. And honestly, that's like my main complaint. Like, if he had butterfly joints, I'd absolutely be loving him. And maybe some kind of like Bowie knife or something. Hey, look, yeah, we got the tie here on the scarf. We've got some moldings and overlays that we're probably never going to see again. So it's one-time tooling for a character that wasn't on screen for more than 10 minutes. Yet, for comic book characters, it's like all those reuse parts. It's like I hold this figure, and it makes me, like I said, it makes me mad because it's, like, if they put this kind of love, I mean, look, the freaking chaps have got the folds on there, you know? If they put this kind of love into a regular Marvel Legend, I wouldn't even be touching certain other lines to get that kind of, attention. Now again, I got the double joints on here, on the knees and the elbows. He does what he needs to do, especially to be a cowboy. Plus, he has extra parts that you don't normally get. I mean, he's a Deadpool, so I don't need another head, except unless I wanted a hatless one, but I could probably grab another Deadpool for that. Mentioned I got the 2 pistols here, so I can have him be Two-Gun Kid, but oh no. Wait, as they say, there's more. This guy gets extra hands, too. No, not just this extra set here, he also gets the regular Deadpool katana holding hands too, which I think is absolutely awesome. Whoop, wrong one here. So we get two. He actually has two holding hands. So if he had Bowie knives, which maybe I should print something up. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. But he has two holding hands here. This gesturing hand, which I think is pretty cool. So I got it kind of doing like the kung fu pose. And then he has this hand, which is not some rude gesture. Oh no. Why? Because he also gets a spinning pistol effect. I kid you not. So that finger just pegs right in there. And yeah. Dude. Wild Bill from the G.I. Joe line should have come with this effect. The Phantom Rider. The Phantom Rider that came with that, was it the Blackheart wave? I don't know. I didn't buy that wave. But he was such a plain, boring figure. He should have come with this stuff. But no. We get it, again, for a figure that doesn't even have 10 minutes of screen time. This is crazy. Because this is fun. I'm not normally for these one-shot characters. I mean, I picked up the Pirate Deadpool a while ago because he was part of a Build-A-Figure line, and that was in my gotta collect them all phase, which I am more than out of right now. And I honestly recommend that for you guys. So, we get this really cool effect, which I could also give to other figures. Really nice pistols, extra hands. Like, this is exactly what I want in a Marvel Legends figure. But this is also what I want for a Marvel Legends figure that I care about. Like, I should be getting stuff like this with my Gambits. I should be getting stuff like this with, heck, you know, I don't want to say my D-list characters, but, you know, yeah, my D-list characters, my Shocker figures, my Boomerang figures, you know, my Sinister Six. This should almost be like the standard for any Marvel Legend. Generic guys. They should all be having some kind of, you know, not just weapons. Again, the extra hands. You know, obviously we talk about other companies that do this. Classified does it sometimes, but Marvel Legends doesn't. But they do it for something like this, which it makes me mad. Do I recommend this figure? He's a fun figure. Is he an essential figure? Abso-freaking-not. He's absolutely a novelty piece. I honestly, it was an impulse buy. I even sort of regret buying it just because I don't know what else I'm going to do with this guy. Kind of like the Pirate Deadpool. It's a one-time thing. It's a one-time gag for a character we'll never see again. But I like all this stuff, and it does look cool. I bet he'll photograph great, to be honest, in the right lighting, in the right setup, in the right backdrop. So in that might be fun to have. Maybe you might want to buy him just for the accessories. Take them apart. You have the pistols. You have the bandolier. Repaint the overlays. That's up to you. I mean, the legs and all that are pretty damn good for cowboy figures. And I'm sure if I took some dry brushing and brought out more of the sculpt, they'd look even more amazing. Which, again, that might irritate me more. Having it in my hands, though, again, cool. It's a fun toy. Yes, you got that. So there you go. It's a fun toy. But it more just starts as an editorial for me of woulda, coulda, shoulda. And of course, with what's going on with Hasbro right now, with them moving different locations, prices changing, staff changing, and all that fun stuff, it's even harder to say what's going on. I think I'm debating about if I want to do like like how a lot of YouTubers sometimes have like the little monologue series where they sit there and just do their opinions. I'm thinking about doing like an actual video for one of those. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. Put that in the comments down below. If you think I'm overthinking about this stuff, put that in the comments down below. But if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Please, guys, give this video a like. We're trying to get on the road to 1,000, as you know, and we're almost there. We're 3/4 of the way there, and that's actually kind of cool, to be honest. And I couldn't do any of this without you guys. You know, I try to give you guys the straight and narrows on these things, and I always try to have a lot of cool stuff. Which, speaking of, like I mentioned, I do have Charlie, I think I mentioned before, in my pile of loot. Waiting for Daredevil to show up, and I got Constrictor, but I don't know if Constrictor's going to make it to the channel. If you want him, let me know. But more importantly, as always, my friends, until next time, take care. Peace.